What's good, everybody? This is Rob, back with another video. I have here in front of me is the ZTE Blade X Max, and I'm here to give you my 5 things I like and 5 things I don't like about the ZTE Max, my 5 and 5. So let me go over some things. Let's start with the 5 things that I don't like about this phone. Number 1, it has a somewhat buggy software. You know, it started off with a little lag, a couple of restarts here and there, but to be honest with you, it all seemed to clear up after the first couple of days. So I really haven't had any problems with things like YouTube stopping like it was earlier when I first got this phone. So right as of now, I can pretty much watch a YouTube video without having too much of a problem. So it is functioning properly, like it should be, like it should. Number 2, the speaker on the back, which is located right here, is a very tinny sounding speaker. The placement of it is a very odd setup. You have to cuff your hand to make sure you get the most out of it. But there are bottom firing speakers that's out now, like on phones like S8, LG G6, that fires off better sounding quality than what this phone is doing right now. Number 3, the navigation keys in the bezel. I don't care too much the way the navigation keys are set up right here. There's no back and recents button, just a circle with 2 buttons on the side. And if you're unfamiliar with Android, or if you're not in the habit of using Android phones that have soft key buttons, this could be a little strange to you, especially having this in the bezel of the actual phone. Another problem that I do have with the phone itself is its RAM management, RAM and actually internal storage. For a phone that has the bare bones, almost stock, what is eating up the memory and storage? I mean, so much of the internal storage opening usage lost is on par with phones like the S8 and S8 Plus. There's no way in the world this phone should have 10 gigabytes eaten off of a 32 gigabyte internal storage. That's on par with heavily bloated phones, like I said, like the S8 and the LG G6. And both of those phones have very heavy skins. So they have actually an excuse for actually eating up all that software. And also the RAM management on this phone. Even though this phone only has 2 gigs of RAM, that's you have either more than half being eaten up just based on the internal storage alone. So that kind of sucks. That's I guess a bad thing for a phone, but at the same time, it's a budget phone. Do you knock it? Do you not? I will knock it for that, because it shouldn't really have that much of its RAM being used the minute you get it out the box. That's just too much. Another thing I don't care too much about this phone is too much company branding. ZTE here, ZTE at the top of the phone. This phone must have identity crisis. I don't know what it is that you have to let me. I already know what the phone is. I bought it. You don't have to let me know there's a ZTE on the top, ZTE on the back, and you don't have to let everybody know that when I'm talking on is on Cricket. You guys don't, Cricket and ZTE don't pay me for the advertisement, but hey, I mean, I guess it's part of their deal. I don't know. And, you know, to me, it makes the phone look kind of childish. You know, I'm not into the tramp stamp thing, and I'm not into all this labeling, you know, over my phone. I'm not a NASCAR driver, so I kind of feel like I'm a NASCAR driver owning this phone. But those are the 5 things that I kind of don't like. I don't want to harp on that. So let's end everything on some good information here. Now I'm going to give you 5 things that I really do like about this phone. The first thing I like about this phone is the fingerprint button and the placement of that fingerprint button. Easy to get to, and it's very accurate. Cut the phone off, boom. Boom. Kicks in real nice, very accurate. It's not the fastest, but it's fast enough for this type of phone. This may seem small to others, but the separation of the up and down on the side of the phone. These two buttons right here on the side, this separation that you have between that nice little gap, that means a lot. I don't like the one bar deal. Even if you hit the middle of it, you're not, the phone doesn't know if you want to go up or down. But that little thing right there, that little separation right there, that means a lot to me when it comes to controlling the phone. You can easily tell without looking at the phone whether you're mashing the up or down button on the side. Another thing I like about this phone is it's actually a stock Android phone. With the light amount of bloat, if I'm going to complain about flagships with all this bloat, then I need to complement phones that don't have a lot of bloat. This phone don't have a lot of bloat. You just got a few cricket issues, cricket bloatware on there, but that's not really a bad thing because some of it's kind of useful, but some of the other apps are a waste of time. And another thing that I like about this phone is also that it comes equipped with Android version 7.1.1. This is a stock phone that has the up-to-date 7.1.1 Android software on there. 7.0 is literally 10 months old. You got S8 Plus, LG G6, rocking literally a year-old software on phones that were just out within the last 90 days. So in a lot of ways, this is a good deal that you can have a phone that's rocking up-to-date software and you didn't have to pay an arm and a leg to get it. And the fifth thing that I like about the phone is actually the phone has a decent price. Better than a decent price. It has a great price. $99 if you're porting a number over, $150 out the door. And also, if you want to use this phone on any other carriers, it's very cheap to unlock it. You can go to eBay and you can unlock this phone for $2 and use it on any GSM network out there. So that's AT&T, T-Mobile, Cricket, what's the other? I'm forgetting one. Metro PCS. Ah, there it is. So you can actually get more choices by unlocking the phone for an additional $2. So you buy the phone for $150, go to eBay, unlock it for $2, use it anywhere. Well, guys, that's my 5 and 5. Those are the 5 things I like and 5 things I didn't like about this phone. Thanks for sitting through this video. I really appreciate it. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video. Please leave your comments down below if you have any questions. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.